Hello everyone, my name is Kate Connolly and I'm the president of the Lethbridge Shakespeare Performance Society here in Lethbridge, Alberta. For the past 9 years, we have been presenting our seasons of Shakespeare in the Park in the Galt Gardens in downtown Lethbridge. But of course, COVID has put an end to that. And like many other arts organisations all over the world, we have had to drastically change our plans. Next year, we will be back in the park with a full-scale production. But for this year, we are proud to present an online version of The Merry Wives of Windsor, one of Shakespeare's most light-hearted and farcical plays, featuring that notorious womanizer, Sir John Falstaff, and his attempted seduction of 2 married women, the Merry Wives. I'd like to thank our 2 major sponsors, Young Insurance Agency and the City of Lethbridge through their Downtown Grant Programme. Other sponsors include the Allied Arts Council of Lethbridge and Jaded Body Arts, a downtown business whose owner, Curtis Mueller, is soon to open a wine bar in downtown Lethbridge, which I hope all you locals will come out and support. Our downtown businesses have been suffering a great deal through the COVID crisis, and Curtis's new wine bar, Steel and Vines, is part of that revitalization of our downtown core. To our audiences, wherever you may be, I ask that you contribute to a local performing arts organization or donate to our own organization by using the donate button on this site. Now back to the play. The Merry Wives of Windsor has been adapted and directed by John Paulson. We hope you enjoy the performance.
I'm Jenna Lowe and I will be playing Sir John Falstaff.
My name is Cole Fetting and I will be playing Ford and Brooke.
I'm Chris Kyle Peterson and I will be playing Mistress Ford and Pistol.
I'm Kaylee Johnson and I will be playing the narrator.
I'm Andrew Legg and I will be playing Sir Hugh Evans.
I'm Trevor Lohman and I will be playing Paige.
I'm Tina Martins and I'll be playing Mistress Paige.
My name's Avery Olson. I'll be playing Anne Page and the host.
My name's Jonathan Zimmer and I'll be playing Fenton and Nim.
My name's Addison Gatner and I'll be playing Mistress Quickly.
My name is Jeff Graham and I will be playing Shallow and Caius.
My name is Chelsea Fitzsimmons and I'll be playing Slender.
The Merry Wives of Windsor by William Shakespeare.
Adapted by John Paulson.
The story of The Merry Wives of Windsor is set in the town of Windsor, England. An important plot revolves around
Anne Page, sometimes called Nan Page. I am in love with gentle Master Fenton.
How does pretty Mistress Anne?
But Anne's father does not approve of her choice in Fenton.
I see I cannot get thy father's love, therefore no more turn me to him, sweet Nan.
I have 2 other suitors, Slender and Dr. Caius.
The second suitor, Abraham Slender, is coached by his cousin, Justice Shallow, and by Sir Hugh Evans, who, as a minister, tries to help everyone.
I am of the church, and I will be glad to do my benevolence and to make my atonements and compromises to you.
Abraham Slender, can you love Anne Page?
Anne Page, who is daughter to Mr. Thomas Page, who is petty virginity.
Mistress Anne Page, she has brown hair and talks small like a woman.
Sir Hugh Evans is from Wales and speaks with a heavy Welsh accent.
That is the very person of our Lord, just as your desire. And £700 and money and gold and silver were a good motion to desire a marriage between Master Abraham and Mistress Anne Page.
Did her grandsire leave her £700?
Aye, and her father will make a better penny.
I know the young gentlewoman. She has great gifts.
£700 is possibilities is good gifts.
The 3 decide to meet with Anne Page's father. They are concerned because Sir John Falstaff is staying with Master Page.
Well, let us see, honest Master Page. Is Falstaff there?
Shall I tell you a lie? I despise a liar as much as I do despise that one that is false or that desires and despise what is untrue. The knight Sir John is within. I beseech you, and I beseech you, be ruled with your well wills. I will beat the door for you. What ho! God bless your house in here.
Who is there?
Here is God's blessing, and your friend, and Justice Shallow, and here is young Master Slender.
I am glad to see your worships well.
Master Page, I am glad to see you. Much good doeth your good heart. And how doth Mistress Page? And I thank you always with my heart, with my heart.
Oh, sir, I thank you.
Sir, I thank you. By yea and no, I do.
I am glad to see you, good Master Slender.
How does your greyhound, sir? I heard say he was run out on Cotsel.
Oh, could not be judged, sir.
You'll not confess, you'll not confess.
That he will not. 'Tis your fault, 'tis your fault. 'Tis a good dog.
Ah, cur, sir.
Sir, he's a good dog and a fair dog. Can more be said? Is Sir John Falstaff here?
Sir, he is within. And I would I could do a good office between you.
He hath wronged me, Master Page.
Oh, sir, he doth in some sort confess it.
If it be confessed, it is not redressed. It is not that so. He hath wronged me. Indeed he hath. At a word he hath. Believe me, Robert Shallow, Esquire, saith he was wronged.
Suddenly, Sir John Falstaff appears out of Page's house. Falstaff is a large, aging knight.
Here comes Sir John.
Sir John Falstaff is accused of poaching on Robert Shallow's land.
Now, Master Shallow, will you complain of me to the king?
I will make a Star Chamber matter of it. You shall not abuse Robert Shallow, Esquire. Knight, you have beaten my men, killed my deer, and broke open my lodge.
But not kissed your keeper's daughter?
This shall be answered.
I will answer it straight. I've done all this. There, it is answered.
The council shall know this.
You'll be laughed at.
Falstaff is also accused of hitting Shallow's cousin Slender.
Slender, I broke but your head. What matter have you against me?
And picking his pocket.
Marry, sir, I have matter in my head against you, and against your coney-catching rascals, Nim and Pistol.
Nim and Pistol are thieves who work for Falstaff. Nim insults Slender.
You Banbury cheese.
Pistol, did you pick Master Slender's purse?
Aye, that he did.
I hear him with word of denial. Froth and scum, thou liest.
'Twas he. For though I cannot remember what I did when you made me drunk, yet I am not altogether an ass.
Why, so for my part, I say the gentleman had drunk himself out of his 5 sentences.
It is 5 senses. What ignorance is this?
Oh, I'm being so, I say, cashiered.
I will never be drunk whilst I live again, but in honest, civil company. If I be drunk, I'll be drunk with those that have fear of God and not with drunken knaves.
That is a virtuous mind.
You hear all these matters denied, gentlemen. You hear it.
The quarrel is interrupted by Anne Page and her mother bringing in some wine.
Daughter, carry the wine in. We'll drink within.
Oh, heaven. This is Mistress Anne Page.
Mistress Ford enters, and Falstaff kisses her.
Mistress Ford, by my troth, you are very well met. By your leave, good mistress.
Wife, bid these gentlemen welcome. Come, gentlemen. I hope we shall drink down all unkindness.
All but Slender, Shallow, and Sir Hugh Evans go into the house. Shallow and Sir Hugh try to coach Slender on how to woo Anne Page.
Come, come, we stay for you. A word with you. There is, as 'twere, a tender, a kind of tender made by Sir Hugh here. Do you understand me?
Aye, sir, you'll find me reasonable if it be so. I shall do that. I shall do that. That is a reason.
I give ear to him, Master Slender. I will description the matter for you.
Nay, I will do as Shallow says. I pray you. He is justice of the peace.
But that is not the question. The question is concerning your marriage.
Aye, there is the point, sir.
Merry is the point. the very point of it. Mistress Anne Page.
Why, if it be so, I will marry her upon any reasonable demands.
But can you affection the woman? Let us command that you know that of your mouth and lips. Therefore, precisely, can you carry your goodwill to the maid?
Cousin Abraham Slender, can you love her?
I hope so. I will do as it shall become one that would do reason.
Nay, God's lords and ladies, you must speak it possible. If you can carry your desires towards her.
Oh, that you must. Will you, upon good dowry, marry her?
I will do a greater thing than that upon your request.
No, nay. Conceive me. What I do is to pleasure you. Can you love the maid?
I will, sir. Marry her, sir, at your request. But if there be no great love in the beginning, yet heaven may decrease it upon better acquaintance when we are married and I have more occasion to know one another. I hope upon familiarity will grow upon more contempt. But if you say marry her, I will marry her. That I am freely dissolved and dissolutely.
That is very discretion answer. Say though dissolutely. His meaning is good.
I think he meant well.
Re-enter Anne Page.
Ah, would I young for your sake, Mistress Anne.
The dinner is on the table. My father desires your company.
I will wait on him, fair Mistress Anne.
Odds will, I will not be absent at the grace.
Will it please your worship to come in, sir?
No, thank you. Forsooth, heartily, I am very well.
The dinner awaits you, sir. I may not go in without your worship. They will not sit till you come.
In faith, I'll eat nothing. I thank you as much as though I did.
I pray you, sir, walk in.
I had rather walk here, I thank you. I bruised my shin the other day.
Re-enter Page, Anne's father.
Come, gentle Master Slender, come. We stay for you.
I'll eat nothing, I thank you, sir.
By cock and pie, you shall not choose, sir. Come, come.
Mr. San, yourself shall go first.
Not I, sir. Pray you, keep on.
I'd rather be unmannerly than troublesome, la.
Slender and Anne Page go into Page's house. The scene shifts to a local tavern called the Garter. Falstaff conspires with his followers about how to make money.
Well, sirs, I am almost out at heels. There is no remedy. I must coney catch. I must shift.
Falstaff has just fired one of his pickpockets, Bardolph.
I am glad I am so acquit of this tinderbox. His thefts were too open. His filching like a unskilled singer. He kept not time.
Falstaff talks to his other thieves, Nym,
The good humor is to steal at the minimum rest.
and Pistol.
Young ravens must have food.
Falstaff shares his plans with his bandit servants.
Which of you know Ford of this town.
I ken the white. He is a good substance.
My lads, I will tell you what I am about.
2 yards and more.
Oh, no quips now, Pistol. Indeed, I am in the waist, about 2 yards, but I am now about no waste. I am about thrift. Briefly, I do mean to make love to Ford's wife. I spy entertainment in her. She discourses, she carves, she gives the leer of invitation.
He has studied her will and translated her will.
Now, the report goes she has all the rule of her husband's purse.
The humor rises. It is good.
I have written here a letter to her, and here another to Page's wife, who even now gave me good eye too, examined my parts. Sometimes the beam of her view gilded my foot, and sometimes my portly belly.
Then did the sun on the dunghill shine. Thank thee for the humor.
Oh, she did course over my exteriors with such a greedy intention that the appetite of her eye did seem to scorch me up like a burning glass. I will be cheater to them both. They shall be my East and West Indies, and I will trade with them both. Go, bear thou this letter to Mistress Page, and this to Mistress Ford. We will thrive, lads. We will thrive.
Pistol asks for a loan, but Falstaff refuses.
I will not lend you a penny.
Why then the world's my oyster, which I with sword will open.
Not a penny. I am graded upon my good friends for 3 reprieves. For you and your coach fellow Nym, or else you had looked through the grate like a Gemini of baboons. I am damned for swearing to the gentlemen, my friends, that you were good soldiers and tall fellows. And when Mistress Bridget lost the handle of her fan, I took it upon my honor thou hadst it.
Didst thou not share? Hast thou not 15 pence?
Oh, thinkest you I'll endanger my soul gratis? Hang no more about me. Go, rogues, hence! Avaunt! Vanish like hailstones go.
After firing Pistol and Nym, Falstaff leaves, but his ex-employees stay to plot revenge.
Let vultures gripe thy guts. I have humours of revenge. Wilt thou revenge? By Wilkin and a star. With wit or steel? With both humours. I will discuss the humour of this love to Page. A night of Ford shall I unfold how Falstaff file. His dove will prove, his gold will hold, and his soft couch defile. My humour shall not cool. I will incense Page to deal with poison. I will possess him with yellowness. I second thee. Troop on.
Anne Page's third suitor is the French Dr. Caius. He has a quick temper and speaks in a heavy French accent. His servant, Mistress Quickly, says of him,
Here will be an old abusing of God's patience and the King's English.
Dr. Caius thinks that Sir Hugh Evans is also courting Anne Page. He challenges Sir Hugh to a duel in a letter.
You, jackanap, give this letter to Sir Hugh, by gar. It is a challenge. I will cut his throat in the park. I will teach the scurvy jackanap priest to meddle or make. By gar, I will cut all his 2 stones. By gar, he will have no stone to throw to his dog. I will kill the jack priest. By gar, I will have myself on Page.
Dr. Caius becomes impatient, waiting for Sir Hugh Evans to arrive.
What is the clock? Past the hour? By God, he has saved his soul that he has no come. He has prayed his Bible well that he has no come. By God, he is dead already. If he comes.
Suddenly, the host of the inn arrives.
Bless thee, bully doctor.
What be you come for,
To see thee fight, to see thee traverse, to see thee here, to see thee there, to see thee pass thy punt out thy reverse.
By God, he is the coward, Jack, the priest of the world. He is not show his face.
Thou art Hector of Greece, a king urinal.
I pray you bear witness that me have stayed 6 or 7, 2 or 3 hours for him, and he has not come.
Caius shows just how he will kill Sir Hugh Evans.
By God, the herring is not so dead as I will kill him, because you take your rapier, la, and then I will tell you how I will kill him, la, with your rapier, la.
Sir Hugh Evans arrives and is confronted by Dr. Caius.
Sir, I pray you, let me speak at your ear, Therefore, will you not meet me?
The local tavern tries to calm the situation.
Disarm them and let them question. Let them keep their limbs whole and hack our English.
Pray use your patience.
By God, you are the coward, jackdog, John Ape.
Pray you let us not be laughing stocks to other men's humours.
Oh, diable! By God, we will kill the priest. Yes, for his speak for a jackanapes to Anne Page.
I will desire you in friendship. I will make you amends.
Scurvy dog, Jack Priest, by God, I will cut his ears. Diable! Mine host of the jarter, have I not stayed to kill him?
I am a Christian soul now, look you. I'll be judgment by mine host of the garter.
Peace, I say! Gallia and Gaul, French and Welsh, soul curer and body curer.
Aye, that's a very good. Excellent.
Peace, I say. Shall I lose my doctor? No, he gives to me potions and the motions. Shall I lose my parson, my priest, my Sir Hugh? No, he gives me the proverbs and the no verbs. Give me thy hand terrestrial, so. Give me thy hand celestial, so. Boys of art, come lay your swords. Follow me, lads of peace.
I desire that we may be friends. Let us gnaw our brains together.
By God, with all of my heart.
In the next scene, Falstaff's ex-servant Pistol goes to Ford to warn him about Falstaff's plan to seduce Ford's wife.
Sir John affects thy wife.
Why, sir? My wife is not young.
Oh, he woos both high and low, both rich and poor, both old and young.
Love my wife?
Oh, with liver burning hot.
What name, sir?
John Falstaff. Take heed. Have open eyes, for thieves do foot by night. Take heed. Ere the cuckoo birds do see.
Falstaff's servant Nym goes to Page to warn him about Falstaff's plan to seduce Page's wife.
This is true. I like not the humour of lying. He hath wronged me. He loves your wife, and there is the short and the long. My name is Nym, and I speak 'tis true. Falstaff loves your wife. Adieu.
Page and Ford decide to revenge themselves on Falstaff.
You heard what these knaves have told you, did you not? Do you think there is some truth in them?
Aye, marry. If he should intend this voyage towards my wife, I will turn her loose to him. And what he gets more of her than sharp words, let it lie on my head.
Page leaves, and Ford thinks about how to decide whether his wife is being unfaithful.
I do not misdoubt my wife, but would be loath to turn them together. A man may be too confident. I would have nothing lie on my head. I cannot be thus satisfied. Though Page be a secure fool with his wife's frailty, I cannot put off my opinion so easily. I will look into it. I have a disguise to sound Falstaff. If she be honest, I lose not my labor. If she be otherwise, 'tis labor well bestowed.
Act 2 begins with Mistress Page reading the letter she received from Falstaff.
What? Have I escaped love letters in the holiday time of my beauty and I'm now a subject to them? Let me see. Ask me no reason why I love you. You are not young, no more am I. Go to then, there is sympathy. You are merry, so am I. Then there is more sympathy. You love wine, and so do I. I love thee, I say love me. By me, thine own true knight, by day or night, or any kind of light, with all his might, for thee to fight. John Falstaff. Oh, wicked world! What unweighted behavior hath this drunkard picked out of my conversation that he dares assay me? Why, he hath not been thrice in mine own company. What should I say to him? Heaven forgive me, how will I be revenged on him? Revenged I will be, as sure as guts are made of pudding.
Mistress Ford enters.
Mistress Page, trust me, I was going to your house.
And trust me, I was coming to you. You look very ill.
Oh, Mistress Page, give me some counsel.
What's the matter, woman?
We burn daylight here. Read. I should think the worst of fat men. What tempest through this whale with so many tons of oil in his belly ashore at Windsor? How shall I be revenged on him? I think the best way were to entertain him with hope, till the wicked fire of lust have melted him in his own grief. Did you ever hear the like?
The women realize that the letters are identical.
Letter for letter, but that the name of Page and Ford differs. Here is the twin brother of thy letter. I warrant he hath 1,000 of these writ with blank space for different names.
But this is the very same. The very hand, the very words. What does he think of us?
Nay, I know not. It makes me almost ready to wrangle mine own honesty. I'll entertain myself like one I am not acquainted with. Unless he knows some strain in me that I not know myself, he would never have boarded me in this fury.
Oh, boarding, call you it. I'll be sure to keep him above deck.
So will I. Let's be revenged on him. Let's appoint him a meeting, give him a show of comfort, and lead him on.
I will agree to any act of villainy against him that may not sully the chariness of our honesty. Oh, that my husband saw this letter. It would give eternal food to his jealousy. Let us consult together against this greasy night.
Page and Ford convince Mistress Quickly to help them.
Look who comes yonder. She will be our messenger.
Trust me, I thought on her. She will fit.
Page greets Mistress Quickly.
You are come to see my daughter Anne?
Hi, forsooth, and I pray how does good Mistress Anne?
Go in with us and see. We'll have an hour's talk with you.
Aye, forsooth. I come hither.
Mistress Quickly is sent with a message for Falstaff.
Give your worship good morrow.
Good morrow.
Shall I vouchsafe your worship a word or two?
2,000, fair woman.
There is one Mistress Ford, sir.
Well, Mistress Ford, what of her?
What, sir, she is a good creature. Lord, Lord, your worship is a wanton. Well, heaven forgive you and all of us.
Mistress Ford, come, Mistress Ford.
Mary, this is the short and the long of it. You have brought her into such a canary as 'tis wonderful. The best court of them all, when the court lay at Windsor, could never have brought her to such a canary. Yet there have been knights and lords And gentlemen, with their coaches, I warrant you, coach after coach, letter after letter, gift after gift, smelling so sweetly, that would have won any woman's heart, and I warrant they could never get an eye wink of her.
But what says she to me? Be brief, my good she-Mercury.
Mary, she hath received your letter, for which she thanks you 1,000 times, and bids you to notify that her husband will be from his house between 10 and 11.
10 and 11.
Aye, forsooth, and then you may come and see the picture she says that you want. Master Ford, her husband, will be from home. Alas, he's a very jealous man.
10 and 11. Woman, commend me to her. I will not fail her.
I have another message for your worship. Mistress Page hath her hearty commendations to you too, and let me tell you in your ear, she's as virtuous a civil modest wife, and one, I tell you, that will not miss morning nor evening prayer. She bade me tell your worship that her husband is seldom from home, but she hopes there will come a time. Surely I think you have charms.
I assure you, setting the attractions of my good parts aside, I have no other charms. But I pray thee, tell me this. Has Ford's wife and Page's wife acquainted each other of how they love me?
That were a jest indeed. They have not so little grace.
Ford disguises himself as Mr. Brooke and goes to speak to Falstaff to find whether his wife is unfaithful.
Good Sir John Falstaff, my name is Brooke, and I have a bag of money, for they say if money comes forward, all ways do lie open.
Money is a good soldier, sir, and will on.
Sir, I hear you are a scholar. I will be brief with you. You have been a man long known to me.
Very well, sir. Proceed.
There is a gentlewoman in this town. Her husband's name is Ford. I have long loved her and bestowed much on her. I have pursued her, but I have received none, unless experience be a jewel that I have purchased at an infinite rate.
Have you received no promise of satisfaction at her hands?
Never.
Of what quality was your love then?
Like a fair house built on another man's ground, so that I have lost my edifice by mistaking the place where I erected it.
To what purpose have you unfolded this to me?
Now, Sir John, here is the heart of my purpose. You are a gentleman of excellent breeding, admirable discourse of great admittance, authentic in your place in person. Use your art of wooing, win her to consent to you. If any man may, you may as soon as any.
But how would it apply to your affection that I should win what you would enjoy?
She dwells so securely on her honor that I dare not present myself. She is too bright to be looked against. I would drive her from her purity, her reputation, and her marriage vow. What say you, Sir John?
Master Brooke, I will first make bold with your money. Next, give me your hand, and at last, as I am a gentleman, you shall, if you will, enjoy Ford's wife.
Oh, good sir.
I say you shall?
No, want no money, Sir John. You shall want none.
I say, I shall be with her between 10 and 11, for at that time the jealous rascally knave, her husband, will be forth. Come to me at night, and you will know how I speed.
Do you know Ford, sir?
Hang him! Poor cuckolding knave. I know him not. Yet I do wrong him to call him poor, for they say the jealous wittly knave hath masses of money. Hang him.
I would you know, Ford, sir, that you might avoid him if you can.
Nah, hang him, mechanical salt butter rogue. I will predominate over the peasant, and thou shalt lie with his wife.
Falstaff leaves, and Ford rants his anger.
What a damned rascal is this? My heart is ready to crack with impatience. My wife hath sent to him. The hour is fixed. The match is made. See the hell of having a false woman? My bed shall be abused, my coffers ransacked, and my reputation gnawed at. 11 o'clock the hour. I will prevent this, detect my wife, and be revenged on Falstaff and laugh at Page. I will be about it. Better 3 hours too soon than a minute too late. Fie, 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 cockhold! Cockhold! Cockhold!
Master Ford leaves the garter where he spoke with Falstaff and meets with Mistress Page.
Well met, Mistress Page. Whither go you?
Truly, sir, to see your wife. Is she at home?
Aye, and as idle as she may hang for company. I think if your husbands were dead, you too would marry.
Truly, sir, be sure of that. 2 other husbands.
Ford notices Page has a new servant who has served Sir John Falstaff.
Sir John Falstaff?
Mistress Page leaves, and Ford is amazed.
Hath Page any brains? Hath he any eyes? Hath he any thinking? Sure they sleep, he hath no use of them. Why, this boy will carry a letter to Falstaff, and now she is going to my wife, and Falstaff's boy with her. Plots they are laid, and our revolted wives share damnation together. Well, I will take them. My assurance bids me search. I shall find Falstaff. I shall rather be praised for this than mocked, for it is as positive as the earth is firm that Falstaff is there. I will go.
Meanwhile, Mistresses Page and Ford have been plotting. They call in 2 strong serving men.
John and Robert, be ready here hard by in the brew house. When I suddenly call you, come forth, and without any pause or staggering, take this basket on your shoulders, trudge with it in all haste, and empty it in the muddy ditch close by the Thames.
Mistress Page hides close by.
I will go hide thee.
Mistress Page, remember your cue.
I warrant thee, if I do not act it, hiss me.
Falstaff enters, expecting to be warmly greeted by Mistress Ford.
Have I caught thee, my heavenly jewel? Why now, let me die, for I've lived long enough. This is the period of my ambition. Oh, this blessed hour.
Oh, sweet Sir John.
Mistress Ford. I cannot prate. I would make thee my lady.
Ah, your lady, Sir John. Alas, I should be a pitiful lady.
Ah, I see how thine eye would emulate the diamond. What made me love thee? Let me persuade thee. There is something extraordinary in thee. I cannot but love thee, none but thee, and thou deserve it.
Do not betray me, sir. I fear you love Mistress Page.
Oh, thou might as well say I love to walk by the reek of a lime kiln.
Well, heaven knows I love you too. And one day you shall find out.
Oh, keep that in mind. I will deserve it.
Suddenly, Mistress Page enters.
Mistress Ford, what have you done? You are shamed. You are overthrown. You are undone forever.
Why, alas, what is the matter?
Your husband is coming hither, woman, with all the officers in Windsor.
What shall I do? There is a gentleman here, my dear friend.
Oh, for shame. Your husband is here at hand. Bethink you of some conveyance in the house? Oh, you cannot hide him. Look, here is a basket. He may creep in here and throw foul linen on him.
Oh, he is too big to go in there.
Panics. He cries out.
Let me see it. Let me see it. Oh, let me see it. I will in. I will in.
Mistress Page confronts Falstaff about sending letters to both wives.
What, Sir John? Are these your letters, knight?
I love thee. Help me away. Let me creep in there.
Falstaff squeezes into the laundry basket and is covered with dirty laundry.
John, Robert, carry this to the laundry.
Ford of the jealous husband arrives.
Gentlemen, I have dreamed tonight. I will tell you my dream. Here are my keys.
Page, the French Dr. Price, and Sir Hugh Evans have come with Ford.
Gentlemen, if I suspect without cause, why then make sport of me? Then let me be your jest.
Ford asked about the basket of dirty laundry.
How now? Whither you bear this?
Why? What have you whither they bear it?
The laundry or buck basket is carried out.
Ascend my chambers. Search, seek, find out. I warrant we will unkennel this fox.
Good Master Ford, be contented. You wrong yourself too much.
This is very fantastical humours and jealousies.
Yeah, by gar, 'tis no the fashion in France, huh? It is not jealous in France.
While the men search, the wives scheme.
Is there not a double excellency in this?
I know not which pleases me better, that my husband is deceived or Sir John. I think my husband hath some special suspicion of Falstaff's being here. For I first saw him so gross in his jealousy until now.
I will lay a plot to try that we will yet have more tricks with Falstaff. His dissolute disease will scarce obey the medicine. Let him be sent for tomorrow, 8 o'clock.
The men return, and Ford is mocked for being too jealous.
Heaven make you better than your thought.
You do yourself mighty wrong, Master Ford.
I must bear it.
I saw no bodies in the chambers or in the coffers or in the house.
By God, there are no bodies.
Fie! Fie, Master Ford! Are you not ashamed? What devil suggests this imagination? I would not have your temper for all the wealth of Windsor Castle.
'Tis my fault. I suffer for it.
You suffer a bad conscience. Your wife is as honest a woman as I would found in 5,500.
Oh, by gar, I see 'tis an honest woman.
Come in. I pray you pardon me. I will hereafter make known to you why I have done this. Come, wife. Come, Mistress Page. Pardon me. I pray you. Pray heartily. Pardon me?
I do invite you tomorrow to my house for breakfast.
Anything.
If there is one, I shall make two in company.
Oh, if there be one and two, I shall make it a third.
Fenton arrives to Anne Page at her home. They want to get married.
I see I cannot get thy father's love. Therefore no more turn me to him, sweet Nan.
Alas, how then?
Why, thou must be thyself. He doth object I am too great a birth. Besides this, other bars he lays before me, my riots past, my wild societies, and says 'tis a thing impossible, but to love thee is property.
Maybe he tells you true.
No, so heaven speed me in my time to come. In wooing thee, I found thee of more value than stamps in gold or sums in sealed bags. And 'tis a thing that 'tis riches that of thyself that I now aim at.
Gentle Master Fenton, yet seek my father's love. Still seek it, sir. If opportunity and humblest suit cannot attain it, why then... Hark, you hither!
Anne and Fenton go to leave, but Shallow, Slender's cousin, stops them.
Hark ye, Anne Page. Master Slender would speak a word with thee.
Fenton stands apart, and Anne greets Slender. Then, in an aside, complains about him, as he is her father's choice in husband for her.
I come to him. This is my father's choice. Oh, what a world of vile, ill-favored faults.
Shallow encourages Slender.
He is coming to her cousin. Oh, boy that hadst a father.
I had a father, Mistress Anne. My cousin can tell you good jests of him. Pray you, cousin, tell Mistress Anne the jest. How my father stole 2 geese out of a pen?
Mistress Anne, my cousin loves you.
Aye, that I do, as well as I love any woman in Gloucestershire.
She will maintain you like a gentlewoman.
Aye, that I will.
He will make you 150 pounds.
Good, Master Shallow. Let him woo for himself.
Shallow leaves and lets Slender speak for himself.
Now, Master Slender,
Now, good Mistress Anne.
what is your will?
My will? That's a pretty jest indeed. I never made my will yet. I thank heaven I'm not such a sickly creature. I give heaven praise.
I mean, Master Slender, what would you with me?
Truly, for mine own part, I would literal or nothing with you. Your father and my cousin hath made motions, if it be my luck, that they can tell you how things go better than I can. You may ask your father. Here he comes!
Page and Mistress Page arrive home. Page is glad to see Slender wooing Anne, but angry that Fenton is present.
Now, Master Slender. Love him, daughter Anne. Ugh. Why, how now? What does Master Fenton here? You wrong me, sir, thus to still haunt my house. I told you, sir, that my daughter is disposed of.
Nay, Master Page, be not impatient.
Good Master Fenton, come not to my child.
She is no match for you.
Sir, will you hear me?
No, good Master Fenton. Come, Master Shallow, come, son Slender in. Knowing my mind, you're wrong me, Master Fenton.
Page, Shallow, and Slender go into the house, and Fenton pleads with Mistress Page.
Good Mistress Page, for that I love your daughter in such a righteous fashion as I do, must advance the colors of my love and not retire. Let me have your goodwill.
Good mother, do not marry me to yon fool. I mean it not. I seek you a better husband, Dr. Caius.
Alas! I had rather be set quick in the earth than boiled to death with turnips.
Come, trouble not yourself. Good Master Fenton, I will not be your friend nor enemy. My daughter will I question how she loves you. Till then, farewell, sir.
Farewell, gentle mistress. Farewell, Nan.
Falstaff, back at the Garter, complains about his treatment in the laundry.
Have I lived to be carried in a basket like a barrel of butcher's offal and to be thrown into the Thames? Well, if I be served such another trick, I will have my brains taken out, buttered, and give them to a dog for a New Year's gift. The rogues slighted me into the river with as little remorse as they would have drowned a blind bitch's puppies. You may know by my size that I have a kind of alacrity in sinking. I had been drowned, a death that I abhor, for the water swells a man, and what a thing I would have been when I had swelled. I should have been a mountain of mummy.
Mistress quickly enters, being sent by Mistress Ford.
Marry, sir, I come to your worship from Mistress Ford.
Mistress Ford? I have had Ford enough. I was thrown into the Ford. I have my belly full of Ford.
Alas, the day, good heart, that was not her fault. She does so take on with her men. They mistook their erection.
So did I mine, to build upon a foolish woman's promise.
Well, she laments, Sir Ford, that it would yearn your heart to see it. Her husband goes this morning a-birding. She desires you once more to come to her between 8 and 9. She'll make amends, I warrant you.
Well, I will visit her. Tell her so. And bid her think what a man is. Let her consider his frailty.
Mistress quickly leaves, and Ford, disguised as Brooke, enters.
Now, Master Ford, or Master Brooke, you come to know what hath passed between me and Ford's wife.
That indeed, Sir John, is my business.
I was at her house.
And sped you, sir?
Very ill-favoredly, Master Brooke.
How so? Did she change her determination?
No. Her husband, dwelling in continual alarm of jealousy, comes in the instant of our encounter.
Did he search for you and could not find you?
As good luck would have it, comes in one Mistress Page, gives intelligence of Ford's approach, and they conveyed me into a buck basket.
Ah, a buck basket.
Rammed in with foul shirts, smocks, and stockings. Foul stockings. There was the rankest compound of villainous smell that ever offended nostrils.
How long lay you there?
I suffered the pangs of 3 deaths. First, an intolerable fright to be detected. Next, to be compressed, hilt to point, heel to head. And then to be stopped in with like a strong distillation with stinking clothes that fretted in their own grease. It was a miracle to escape suffocation. And in the height of this bath, when I was more than half stewed in grease, to be thrown into the Thames and cooled, glowing hot in the surge, like a horseshoe, hissing hot. Think of that, Master Brooke.
In good sadness, I am sorry for my sake that you have suffered all this. My suit then is desperate. You'll undertake her no more?
Master Brooke, her husband is this morning gone a-birding. I have received from her another embassy of meeting. 'Twixt 8 and 9 is the hour, Master Brooke.
'Tis past 8 already, sir.
It is. I will then address me to my appointment. Adieu. You shall have her, Master Brooke. You shall cuckold Ford.
Falstaff leaves to go to Mistress Ford, and Master Ford winds himself into a fury.
Is this a dream? Do I sleep? Master Ford, wake! There is a hole in your best coat. 'Tis to be married, then 'tis to have linen and buck baskets. I will take the lecturer at my house. He cannot escape me. 'Tis impossible he should. He cannot creep into a pepper box.
Falstaff again tries to seduce Mistress Ford.
Mistress Ford, your sorrow hath eaten up my sufferance. I profess love in all the accoutrement, compliment, and ceremony of it. But are you sure of your husband?
He is a birding. Step into the chamber, sweet Sir John.
Exits into the bedchamber, and Mistress Page bursts in.
How now, sweetheart? Who is at home besides yourself?
Oh, why, none but mine own people.
Your husband is in his old loons again. So rails against all married mankind. So curses all Eve's daughters. I am glad the fat knight is not here.
Why? Does he talk of him?
Of none but him. I am glad the fat knight is not here.
Oh, I am undone! The knight is here!
Why, then you are utterly shamed, and he is but a dead man.
How should I bestow him? Shall I put him in the basket again?
Falstaff appears in a panic.
No! Oh, I will come no more into the basket. May I not go out ere he come?
Alas, 3 of Master Ford's brothers watch the door.
Oh, what shall I do? I will creep up into the chimney.
Oh, there they always discharge their birding pieces. Creep into the kiln hole.
Where is it?
Oh, he will seek there, oh my word. And neither pressed or coffer, chest, trunk, well, vaults, but he hath the remembrance of all such places. There's no hiding you in the house.
I'll go out then.
If you go out in your own semblance, you die, Sir John. Unless you go out disguised.
Good hearts, devise something, any extremity rather than a mischief.
Oh, my maiden aunt, the fat woman of Brentford, has a gown above.
On my word, it will serve him. She is as big as he is. Run up, Sir John.
Quick, quick, we will come and dress you straight. Put on the gown.
Falstaff runs upstairs to put on the aunt's gown.
I would my husband would meet him in the shape. He cannot abide the old woman of Brentford. He swears she is a witch, forbade her my house, and threatened to beat her.
Oh, heaven guide him to thy husband's cudgel, and may the devil guide his cudgel afterwards.
Oh, I'll appoint my men to carry the basket again, to meet him at the door with it as they did last time.
Hang him, dishonest varlet. We cannot misuse him enough. Wives may be merry, and yet honest too. 'Tis not often we jest and laugh, 'tis old but true.
While Falstaff gets the dress on, Mistress Ford instructs her servants to carry the buck basket again like last time.
Go, sirs, take the basket on your shoulders. Your master is hard at the door. If he bids you set it down, obey him. Quickly, dispatch.
Ford enters, shouting.
Set down the basket, villain. Call my wife. There is a conspiracy against me. Now shall the devil be shamed. Behold, what honest clothes you send forth to bleaching.
Why, this is lunatics. This is as mad as a mad dog.
Heaven be my witness if you suspect any dishonesty.
Well said, brazen face. Come forth, Sarah.
Ford starts pulling clothes out of the basket.
Are you not ashamed? Let the clothes alone.
I shall find you anon.
Evan and Page scold Ford.
'Tis unreasonable. Will you take up your wife's clothes? Come, away.
Empty the basket, I say. Pluck out all the linen.
Oh, if you find a man in there, he shall die a flea's death.
Well, he is not here I seek for.
No, nor anywhere else but in your brain.
Help me to search my house this one time. Satisfy me once more. Search with me.
What? Oh, Mistress Page, and the old woman. My husband will come into the chamber.
Old woman? What old woman?
It is my maiden aunt of Brentford.
A witch, a queen, an old cozying? Haven't I not forbid her from my house? She works by charms, by spells, by dowberry. Come down, you witch, you hag, you come down, I say.
Falstaff, in disguise, enters. Ford becomes maddened. With a club, Ford beats Falstaff, whom he believes to be the old woman of Brentford.
Out the door, you witch! You hag! You baggage! You polecat! You runion! Out! Out! I'll conjure you! I'll fortune tell you!
Are you not ashamed? I think you've killed the poor woman.
Hang her, witch!
Falstaff runs for his life.
I think the woman is a witch indeed. I do not appreciate when I see a woman with a great beard, and I saw a beard underneath the muffler as she ran by.
Will you follow, gentlemen? I beseech you, follow! But see but the issue of my jealousy!
The men exit looking for Falstaff.
He beat him most pitifully.
I did not. Beat him most unpitifully.
I will have the cudgel hallowed and hung over the altar. It hath done meritorious service.
Oh, what thank you. May we, with the warrant of womanhood and the witness of a good conscience, pursue him with further revenge?
The spirit of wantonness is sure scared out of him. He will never, I think, attempt us again.
Mistresses Page and Ford tell their husbands the whole story.
And did he send you both of these letters at an instant?
Within a quarter of an hour.
Pardon me, wife. Henceforth, do what thou wilt. I suspect the sun was cold in thee with wantonness. Now doth thy honor stands in him that was of late a heretic, as firm as faith.
'Tis well, no more. Be not as extreme in submission as an offense. But let our plot go forward. Let our wives yet once again, to make us public sport, appoint a meeting with this old fat fellow, where we will take him and disgrace him for it.
You say he has been thrown in rivers and he has been grievously beaten as an old woman. Methinks that there should be terrors in him, and he should not come. Methinks his flesh is punished, and he shall have no desires.
Devise but how you will use him when he comes. Let us to devise how to bring him thither.
There is an old tale goes that Herne the Hunter, sometimes the keeper here in Windsor Forest, doth all the winter time at still midnight walk round about an oak with a great ragged horn, and there he shakes a chain in the most hideous and dreadful manner.
Why, yet there are many that do fear to walk in the deep of night by this horn's oak. But what of this?
Mary, this is our device, that Falstaff at that oak shall meet with us.
Well, let it not be doubted, but he'll come. What shall be done with him?
Nan Page, my daughter, and my son, and 3 or 4 of their growth will dress like fairies and urchins, green and white, with waxen candles on their heads. Upon a sudden, as Falstaff, she and I are newly met, let them rush forth at once, and let them all encircle him about, and fairy-like to pinch the unclean knight.
And, till he tell the truth, let the supposed fairies pitch him down and burn him with their candles.
The truth being known, we all present ourselves, dishorn the spirit, and mock him home to Windsor.
The children must be practiced well to do this, or they will never do it.
My Nan shall be queen of the fairies. She will be finely attired in a robe of white.
The silk will I go by. And in that time shall Master Slender steal my Nan away and marry her at Eton. Go send a Falstaff straight.
Nay, I will go to him in the name of Brooke. He'll tell me all his purpose. Sure, he will come.
Fear you not that. Go get up properties and tricking for our fairies.
Let us about it. It is admirable pleasures and very honest knaveries.
Page, Ford, and Evans leave. Mistress Page wants her daughter to marry the French Dr. Caius. She sends Mistress Ford away and gives an aside to the audience.
Go, Mistress Ford, send quickly to Sir John to know his mind. I'll to the doctor. He hath my good will, and none but he to marry with Nan Page. That Slender, though well landed, is an idiot. The doctor is well moneyed and potent at court, and he, none but he, shall have her, though 20,000 worthier come to crave her.
A minor subplot has the host of the Garter complaining about being cheated.
Hue and cry, villain, go! Assist me, I am undone. Fly, run, hue and cry, villain, I am undone.
Fenton, Anne's love, speaks to the host.
Master Fenton, talk not to me. My mind is heavy.
Yet hear me speak, assist me in my purpose, and as I'm a gentleman, I'll give thee 100 pound in gold, more than your loss. I bear dear love to fair Anne Page, who hath answered my affection, so far forth in herself being her own chooser, even to my wish. I have a letter from her, for with such contents as you might wonder at. Tonight at Herne's Oak, just twixt 12 and 1, must my sweet Nan present the fairy queen in disguise. While other jests are afoot, her father hath commanded that she shall slip away with Slender, and at Eton immediately to marry. She hath consented. Her mother, ever strong against the match and firm for Dr. Caius, hath appointed that he shall likewise shuffle her away, and while other sports are tasking their minds, at a deanery where a priest attends, straight marry her. Now thus at rest, her father means that she shall be all in white, and when Slender sees his time to come, shall take her by the hand and bid her go, and she shall go with him. Her mother hath intended that it's better to denote her to the doctor, and for they must all be masked, she shall in green be loose and robed. When the doctor spies his vantage, he shall pinch her by the hand, and she's given consent to go with him.
Which means she to deceive father or mother?
Both, my good host, to go along with me. And here it rests that you will procure a vicar to stay for me at the church betwixt 12 and 1, and in the lawful name of marrying, to give our hearts united ceremony.
Well, husband, I'll to the vicar. Bring you the maid. You shall not lack a priest.
The final act begins with a series of short scenes. Falstaff back at the garter complains about being cozened or tricked. Then Mistress quickly enters.
I have been cozened and beaten too? If it should come to the ear of the court how I have been transformed and how my transformation hath been washed and cudgeled, they would melt me out of my fat drop by drop.
Sir, let me speak with you.
Now, whence come you?
From the two parties, forsooth.
The devil take the one party, and his damn the other. I have suffered for their sakes.
And have they not suffered? Yes, I warrant. Mistress Ford is beaten black and blue.
What tellest you of me of black and blue? I was beating myself into all the colors of the rainbow.
Sir, let me speak with you. You shall hear how things go, and I warrant to your content. Good hearts, what ado here is to bring you two together. Sure, one of you does not serve heaven well that you are so crossed.
Mistress quickly tells Falstaff the plan.
Prithee, no more prattling. Go, I'll hold. This is the third time. I hope good luck lies in odd numbers. They say there is divinity in odd numbers, within nativity, chance, and death. Away.
I will do what I can to provide you a chain and a pair of horns.
Away, I say. Time wears.
Mistress quickly exits, and Ford, disguised as Brooke, enters.
How now, Master Brooke? Master the Brook, the matter will be known tonight, or never. Be you in the park about midnight at Hearn's Oak, and you shall see wonders.
Went you not to her yesterday?
I went to her, Master Brooke, as you like a poor old man, but I came from her, Master Brooke, like a poor old woman. That same knave, Ford, her husband, hath the finest mad devil of jealousy about him. He beat me grievously. Since I played truant, I knew not what it was to be beaten till lately. But tonight, I will be revenged, and I will deliver his wife into your hand.
The scene changes to Windsor Park near midnight. Master Page enters, giving Slender his final instructions.
Come. Come. Remember, son Slender, my daughter.
Aye, forsooth, we have a nay word. How to know one another. I come to her and cry, Mum. She cries, Budget. And by that, we know one another.
The night is dark. Lights and spirits will become it well. Heaven prosper our sport. No man means evil but the devil. And we shall know him by his horns. Let's away.
Mistress Page gives final instructions to Dr. Caius.
Master Doctor, my daughter is in green. When you see your time, take her by the hand and away with her to the deanery, and dispatch it quickly.
And all what I have to do, adieu.
My husband will not rejoice so much at the abuse of Falstaff as he will chafe at the doctor's marrying my daughter. 'Tis no matter. Better a little heartbreak than a great deal of chitting.
Mistresses Ford and Page clarify final plans before entering Windsor Park.
Where is Nan and her troop of fairies?
They are couched in a pit hard by Hearn's Oak with obscured lights, which, at the very instant of Falstaff's and our meeting, they will at once display into the night.
That cannot choose but amaze him.
If he be not amazed, he be mocked. If he be amazed, he will in every way be mocked.
We will betray him finally. The hours draws on. To the oak, to the oak.
Falstaff enters, disguised as Hearn the Hunter, with horns tied to his head.
The Windsor bell hath struck 12. The minute draws on. Now, the hot-blooded gods, assist me! Love, set on thy horns, O powerful love, that in some respect makes beasts a man, in others man a beast. When gods have hot backs, what shall poor man do? For me, I am here, a Windsor stag, and the fattest in the forest.
Sir John, art thou there, my dear, my male dear?
My doe, let the sky rain potatoes, let it thunder to the tune of green sleeves. I will shelter me here.
This page has come with me, sweetheart.
Ooh, divide me like a buck, each a haunch. I will keep the sides to myself, and the horns I bequeath to your husbands. I am a woodsman. Ha ha! Speak I like her and the hunter? As I am a true spirit, welcome!
The disguised and masked fairies and hobgoblins descend on Falstaff.
Alas, what noise?
Heaven forgive our sins!
Ooh, what should this be?
Away!
Away! Oh, I think the devil will not have me death, lest the oil that is in me should set hell on fire.
Mr. Quickly and Page and Evans lead the fairies and hobgoblins as they circle Falstaff, pinching him and burning him with candles.
Oh.
Fairies, black, bright, green, and white, you moonshine revelers and shades of night. There pinch the night as blue as bilberry. Our radiant queen hates sluts and sluttery.
Oh, they are fairies! He that speaks to them shall die. All wink and couch, no man must their works eye.
Those as in sleep and think not on their sins, pinch them arms, legs, backs, shoulders, sides, and shins. With trial fire touch his finger end. If he be chaste, the flame will descend and turn him to no pain. But if he started as the flesh of a corrupted heart, vile worm, thou wast overlooked even at thy birth.
But stay! I smell a man of Middle Earth, and 20 glowworms shall a lanterns be to guide our measures round that tree.
Heavens, defend me from that Welsh fairy, lest he transform me into a piece of cheese.
Pinch him, fairies, mutually.
Pinch him for his villainy.
Pinch him and burn him and turn him about.
Till candles and starlight and moonshine be out.
Oh!
Dr. Caius takes away someone dressed in green. Slender takes away someone dressed in white. All the villagers of Windsor step forward, and Page tries to calm Falstaff.
Nay! Do not fly.
I pray you now come, hold up the jest no higher. Now, good Sir John, how do you like Windsor wives?
Now, sir, who's a cockhold now? Falstaff's a knave, and hath enjoyed nothing affords but his buck basket and cudgel.
Sir John, we have had ill luck. We could never meet. I will never take you for my love again, but I will always count you my dear.
I do begin to perceive that I am made an ass. And these are not fairies? I was 3 or 4 times and thought they were not fairies, and yet the guiltiness of my mind drove the grossness of the foppery into belief that despite the teeth of all rhyme and reason, that they were fairies.
Sir John Falstaff, serve God and leave your desires, and the fairies will not pinch you.
Well said, Fairy Hugh.
And leave your jealousies too, I pray you.
Have I laid my brain in the sun and dried? Am I ridden with a Welsh goat too? 'Tis time I were choked with a piece of toasted cheese.
She's not the good to give you butter. Your pelly is all putter.
Why, Sir John, do you think that ever the devil could have made you our delight?
What? Such a puffed man?
Old, cold, withered, and of intolerable entrails.
And given to fornications, and to taverns and sack and wine, and to drinkings and to swearings.
I am your theme. You have me. I am dejected. Use me as you will.
Yet be cheerful, knight. Thou shalt eat tonight at my house, where I will desire thee to laugh at my wife that now laughs at thee. Tell her Master Slender hath married her daughter.
I doubt that. If Anne Page be my daughter, by this she is the doctor's wife.
At this moment, Slender enters.
Whoa, ho, ho, Father Page.
Son, how now? Son, have you dispatched?
I came yonder at Eton and to marry Miss Anne Page, and she is a great lubberly boy.
Well, upon my life, then. You took the wrong.
What need you to tell me that? I think so when I took a boy for a girl.
Be not angry. I knew of your purpose. Turned my daughter into green, and indeed she is now with the doctor. And they're married.
Dr. Caius arrives.
Where is Mistress Page? By God, I am cousin, huh? By God, I have married un garçon, a boy, paisan, a boy, huh? It is not Anne Page. By God, I am cousin.
Why? Did you take Anne in green?
Aye, by God, 'tis a boy. By God, a boy.
Fenton and Anne Page arrive.
Pardon, good father. Good, my mother, pardon.
Hear the truth of it. You would have married her most shamefully, where there is no proportion held in love. The truth is, she and I long since contracted, and now there's a sure thing that nothing can dissolve us.
Stand not amazed. Here is no remedy. In love, the heavens themselves do guide the state. Money buys lands, and wives are sold by fate.
I am glad that though thou hast taken a special stand to strike at me, that your arrow hath glanced.
Well, what remedy? Fenton? Heaven give thee joy! What cannot be eschewed must be embraced.
When night dogs run, all sorts of deer are chased.
Well, I will muse no further. Good Master Fenton, heaven give you many, many merry days. Good husband, let us all go home and laugh this sport over by a country fire. Sir John and all.
Let it be so. Sir John, to Master Brooke, you yet shall hold your word, for he tonight shall lie with Mistress Ford.
The end.
End.